Give me 1 second. Give me 1 sec, guys. YouTube 10-0 with the level dupe Crystrons. Free to play account. We did it. We got KOG. Post banless. Undefeated. What did we beat? We beat Blue Eyes. We beat Lunas. A very farmy version. Mind of the Plana. Metapus. We beat Lunas again. Aura Mage. Noble Knights. Whatever this is, Dark Magician something. More Blue Eyes. More DM. And Gladiator Beast. 10-0. So how did we do it? Let me explain, go over a few combos with the deck. Let me go over a few explanations of combos with the deck so that way you guys can master it too. We run 3 Self-Fafnir. Now, if you have less than 3, go more Thisfern. So if you have 2, you can run 3 Thisfern. That's fine. 2 Psychic Wielder. This is a number I've come to like. 2 Psychic Wielder is so good because if we draw Thisfern, we can get aggressive, make our opponent waste their back row. It can also help us go into Quarion contracts very easily. We'll talk about the boss monster, what it does, just in case you weren't around when you played with Crystron or top tier. Talk about what it does. 1 Smiger, all you need is 1. Do not play too many of these. All you need is 1. 1 Scrap Recycler, it's limited to 2. So what does the limit to 2 mean? That means we can only play 2 cards out of the whole limit to 2 pool. So the limit to 2s we're playing is 1 Rion, 1 Scrap. 3 Rosenex, we're going to talk about why I'm on 3 Rosenex in a second. 1 Rion, 1 Turtle, 2 Quan, 3 Creature Seizure, this card wins games, and 1 Crystron entry. Now, the extra deck, we only had 6 cards. We handicapped ourselves, folks. We didn't run a 7 card extra. 1 Quarion, 1 Black Rose, 1 Coral, 1 Inzak, 1 Samdi, and 1 Amatrix. Now, Quarion Gandrax is your main boss monster in the deck, which, when it's Synchro Summon, you can target up to 3 monsters, both in your opponent's graveyard and on the field, banish them. So this card is really good to help make that finishing play. Get rid of all cards that your opponent has. If you've already played past Spirit Dragon, you've played past it, they've Azurized for a turn, then you go in their Quarion and you say, bye-bye. And you banish everything. Can get rid of also their Twin Burst Dragon. Really, really good. Black Rose nukes the field, and Black Rose is really good with level dupe. And I'm going to tell you why. With level dupe, we can alter the levels of a monster on the field. So that means, if we go into Powered Insectron, and we normal summon a Wielder, our opponent's going to be thinking 9. But hold on, we run 3 Rosenex. So we level dupe the Insectron, make it a 4, make Rosenex so that way it becomes a 4, and Black Rose them. If they have a Spirit Dragon, and they don't expect that, goodbye. They lose their Spirit Dragon. No charge. Really good. Punish them for going Spirit Dragon. Very good. That's the way we like it. Coral Dragon is also really good in this deck because it allows for niche pops. And the draw one is actually really important because after we deck them, we want to draw into our Creature Seizures. Especially, Creature Seizure is really good once they play past all your tuners. So having the ability to Creature Seizure, take their monster, and potentially finish them off with over 2k damage is very strong. Very, very good. While also taking potentially their boss monster. I've had a duel, and I'm going to show you the replay in this video, where we actually took Spirit Dragon and we went for game. So I'm going to go over that, and I'm going to explain what we do. Insectron is really good with your Rion. So if I go Scrap, Thumb Solve, activate Solve, discard Vern, summon out Rosenex or Turtle, or Smiger, pop, get a Rion, Then I banished this for the search. Now I have a live Paladin Crystron, which OTK decks cannot get through. So if you going up against a deck like Thunder Dragons and you're worried about Strike Bouncer, you do that ahead of time. So you activate that, and we easily just dodge the OTK, and it may force them to make other plays, and we can potentially play around their Strike Bouncer on the next turn. Samurai Destroyer is really good. It's really good card. I don't recommend people taking this out. You can make this very easily Rion Rosenex or with Psychic Wielder. This plays past too many things like Ritual Beast. This can play past some Noble Knight floats if they're not careful. You can catch them off guard. You can play past Thunder Dragons by swinging into a Dark or a Lupine, and then they don't get the float or a Roar. That's actually really good in the grind game. So I think at 1 this is really good, and it's very easy to make. Can also help you go for OTK as well. That's something you need to know. Because when you use your Crystron effects, they lock you into machines. So you want to be able to have a good machine synchro to OTK with. We don't play Vermilion because that's a bit hard to make. Our last synchro is Amatrix. Amatrix at 1 is a staple. It floats when its Synchro Summon dies. When its Synchro Summon form dies, you float, which is really, really good. Can also recover your tuners late game, like your Rion, which is really good because you can put back your tuner into the deck via your synchros. So it's a great way to get extra tuners back, as well as getting the extra floats into a self and really just sitting there on your opponent. I can't tell you how much of an instant win this is against Sidra, so yeah. And then I did discuss Entry. Entry, you search off Smiger. Entry does is we can summon 2 Crystron tuners, one from the hand, one from the graveyard. You can also discard it off of Self, so this is not a brick. And then we can summon our Quan and our Rion, so getting back that Rion. Then its second effect, which is really good, is you can banish this card from your graveyard except the turn this is sent. Send 1 Crystron with a different level than the Crystron you target on the field, and then you could change its level to that target that you sent. So, for example, if we have a Quan on the field, we could dump it this turn, get a search, and then make our Quan a 3, summon a Wielder, summon a level 3, and then we can go into Quarion contracts really easily, while also getting a search off with this turn. Absolutely broken. Absolutely broken. So I'm going to show you a few replays here. This one I want to show you specifically, the one I'm saving now, because this was against Blue Eyes. I want to show you how we play against Blue Eyes, because Blue Eyes is a tier 1 deck right now, so I want to show you how you're going to beat the best deck in the game. That's always a good place to start. So let me show you how we beat Yuki Judai over here. So if you want to know how to beat Blue Eyes, watch this. Blue Eyes is a very tough matchup for Crystron. Probably even tougher than it is for Ritual Beast, which is a really tough matchup. By the way, if you want to get good with Ritual Beast, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. Follow me on Twitch. And also do me a favor and give my huge buddy Whirlwind, one of my great friends, Whirlwind, a huge follow, along with Hawks and Mike on Twitch. Because they have excellent Ritual Beast content. They are gods also. And they are more than willing to help you out. Alright, so here we open up Sulf, Rosenex, Wielder. Now this is another reason why I play 3 Rosenex. If they negate our Sulf, that's fine. We follow them up. Activate the Rosenex in graveyard, we have that creature seizure. He doesn't tag out, so he's going to get lethal. We're going to make a pro play, level duplication on the Spirit Dragon, so we contribute for the Sulf. And that's 4,500 damage. So we play through the Sulf negate there. So that way we're not restricted to one play with Crystron. Very good. So that's how we beat Blue Eyes there. Very easy win against Blue Eyes. So if they go Spirit Dragon, you don't necessarily have to worry. So that's a way that we could potentially play through Spirit Dragon there. Even if they have back row, if they don't realize it, you could still take them if you bait them out. Alright, Ultimate Dragons, right? Uh-oh, here comes Melody, right? Discarding Ancients, you think this is trouble. Revealing that alternative dragon in the hand, that Blue Eyes to summon a Blue Eyes alternative dragon. Now he can summon a Blue Eyes out of the deck. Or Dragon Spirit here he goes for. Has a Blue Eyes in hand because he searched off Melody. We top deck Scrap. Scrap sends Soul. Activating Soul from the graveyard. Pitching Smiger to pop Soul. Activating Soul to summon Rosenex. Rosenex pop Scrap. Summon out Rion. Banish the Smiger. Well, actually, we can't banish Smiger because we already have entry in hand. We summon Amatrix. Put it all to defense. The reason why we put it to defense is because we don't want him to kill us. We want to put him to defense so we can force out the Dragon Spirit tag out. So force him into Blue Eyes. Makes it less likely for him to go Ultimate Dragons. And if he's going to make Twin Burst, he has to use the monsters on the field. Now he goes Crystron entry. We go entry here. See what he pops with Heliopolis. We go into Amatrix. Float into that Sulfepnir. Adds back the alternative dragon. Activates alternative. He swings into the wrong monsters here, but if he swung into the right ones, we still have plays. Activate this Fern, searching turtle. Activate Soul, pitch turtle, summon Soul, pop Soul. Gonna summon out another Soul here. 5-3-1. 2 tuners. Here we go. Quarion Gondrax. This is the boss monster I told you about. Takes 2 tuners to make plus a non-tuner. We have 5-3-1, it's a level 9, that equals 9. Banishing his alternative dragon, his Blue Eyes, well not his alternative, his Heliopolis, Blue Eyes, and Spirit. Activate Creature Seizure, taking that Blue Eyes alternative for the BM. We had Turtle in the grave for lethal, but we wanted to BM him. Because he has Blue Eyes. Alright, next replay. Gonna show you a couple more. But that's how you beat Blue Eyes. So if you want to know how to beat Blue Eyes, those are 2 totally replays against Blue Eyes. This is against Shugi. This was when I had a Legend earlier in KOG. Legend we call a 10-game win streak at Legend. So we had 3 10-game win streaks at Legend rank during the whole climb.
Let's do this. Come forth.
Summons Rescue Rabbit. This was the KOG rank up here.
I special summon a monster.
They teach you how to play around Glads. Goes into Esadari, sets 3. Ties that bind. Uh-oh, right? Well, we have Rosenex. This is another reason why we play 3 Rosenex. Rosenex gets into the Quan, and now we have Amatrix. Here's the pro plays. To beat Glads, we're going to summon out our token first. Then we're going to normal summon Wielder, because we have a level dude. Going to pop our Amatrix, that's fine. We float into this Fern. Activates, pop again, level duplication, make it a 4, go into Samurai Destroyer. Why Samurai Destroyer? Because Chariot cannot negate, Samurai on field is a continuous effect. And also if he pops with his Glad Beast charge, then we get to re-summon it back, because Samurai would be moved from the field via card effect. Very, very good. That was the KOG rank up. See how we're manipulating the back row? This is Blue Eyes again. I try to show you Blue Eyes as much as possible so that way you guys can see how we play against the best deck in the game. I don't like to show you guys random matches because otherwise what ends up happening is it just doesn't do us good for us. Because then it's not meta. I want to show you how we're performing against the meta. Teach you how to beat it. Not that Glads aren't meta, but that's the KOG rank up, so I show it. He books, okay. Summon. Activate Rosenex, pop, go into Rion. So now we have a follow-up here. He thinks he booked the right monster, he did not. Ultimate Dragons, uh-oh, right? He's gonna go Ultimate, what are we gonna do? He's gonna poly it out. Alright, Rion effect. Into Paladin Zectron. Now the thing here is he can banish the Paladin Zectron, which is fine. Because Blue Eye Spirit Dragon banishes any monster that it doesn't destroy in battle. Pop! We're gonna summon it this Fern. We're gonna go ahead and special summon that Wielder. We're gonna go into Coral Dragon. Coral can pop his Twin Burst, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna grab a Rosenex. Squirrel, discard Rosenex, pop the Ancients. Summon the token, and we have that Creature Seizure. Take him! And that's GG. We got main phase 2. Alright, one more replay to show you, and that will be the end of the video. Also, like I said, make sure Twitch link will be in the description below if you want to see me do this live. You want to see my KOG climbs live? You're going to want to see this. This was another rank up on our climb. She activates Grit, Sulfepnir pitch, this Vern, pop the Soul. Outermost J, appreciate the following out bottom of the tilt. Gonna go ahead and summon the Quan here. And that's it. We have Paladin Zectron live if we want it. Oh, this was against Ritual Beast. I thought this was against Metaphys. Never mind. Oh, yes, Steven. Bro. You gotta see this. Yeah. So this is the epic replay against the people. This was against the guy who ran one kite in his extra. So Whirl, this is for you. This replay. It's against the guy who runs the one kite, one elder. And this guy was perhaps the worst RB player I've ever seen. And he's running Grit as well. So we go into Samurai, try to force out a tag out. He karmas, discards kite. We summon Soul, he tags out into Pedalfin Winda. Goes into Kanahawk. Activates Kanahawk. Tags out, sends Kana to the graveyard, summons Winda Pedal. Yep, exactly, Whirl. Swinging. Activate. We go into this Vern. Ends turn. Now I wanted to see how we play this tag out. He doesn't tag out, gives me the Apelio for some odd reason. Here comes Ambush. Yeah. Yep, exactly. Crashes. So now he's in a bad spot. Kite. Top decks the Laura. Goes in the Winda, into Kana. Tags out, summons. Winda Kana. Winda Pedal. Not Kana. Searches another Winda. But hold. Kids, if you think this is good now, it gets better. We go into Amatrix. Sits on that. We're going to top deck a Seizure here. Okay, now he decides to take out. And GG. And that is not how you play Ritual Beast. Just want to make that out. Alright. So that is our Ritual Beast, our Crystron video. If you want to make sure that you see more of this spicy content, follow me on Twitch, sub to the YouTube. We have great content coming. This was done live on stream, so make sure you all are followed. Thank you.